welcome to this live video. Tonight, we're going to be talking about 5 bedtime habits to implement if you have trouble sleeping. My name is Sarah Luce, and you're finding yourself watching this video on my Facebook page. If you're not following me yet, make sure to go ahead and press the follow button. Yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I am curious to know what's your sleep like? Are you getting, how many hours are you getting, first of all? Are you getting 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours of sleep? And do you feel like your sleep is quality? Let's do that on a scale of 1 to 10, all right? 1 being I don't sleep well at all, and 10 being I sleep like a rock. And I wake up feeling good and refreshed. So the reason why I want to focus on sleep right now is because this morning I actually woke up feeling very good, refreshed, ready to go. It's Monday, right? And I remembered a time where that wasn't the case. And I want to say, if you're struggling with sleep right now, I feel for you. I myself struggled with sleep for many years. Growing up, I remember it must have started when I was 10, in my early teens. But basically, I would wake up every 2 hours, check the alarm clock. Okay, no, I have until 6 o'clock to sleep. So I would go back to bed. And it was kind of like, waking up every few hours, checking what time it is to see how much time I had left to sleep. And so it kept going and going, and I would have a very hard time falling asleep as well. Then it progressed to, in my 20s, to the point where, I would be tossing and turning all night long. I would finally fall asleep when the sun was coming up, only to find out that, oh, my alarm went off and I had to run to class, or I had to get ready for work, and so it just kind of went to a point, and then it went to a point where even if I was sleeping, I wasn't getting quality sleep, and I would wake up still feeling tired, and I could sleep and sleep and sleep, and I was never actually getting enough rest. It's like my body was never actually sleeping. It wasn't recuperating in my sleep, and so sleep was definitely something that I struggled with for many years. I've learned a lot of things to put in place that have helped me along the way, and I've tried many different things as well, and today I want to share five tips that have helped me a lot. I hope they help you as well. There is way more than just 5, but for today's video, I wanted to keep it to 5. And then if I get good response on this video, if a lot of you guys really love the tips, then I would love to pop on again, maybe next week or the week after, to share some more sleep tips. Because I think that we all need to get good sleep because it helps with so many other things with our health and all of that stuff. It leads to so much. Sleep deprivation can lead to so many health issues. And if we just, focus on getting a good night's sleep, so many things it can lead to you feeling really good, right? In so many areas in your life. So the first tip I have for you is find the right temperature for you. All right. So basically, if it's too hot, right? If it's too hot, you're not sleeping well. If it's too cold, you're not sleeping well. It can affect your sleep. Find that temperature that's right for you. So what a lot of sleep specialists suggest is 65 Fahrenheit, or that's 18 degrees Celsius. It's actually 18.3 to be precise, but it's 18 degrees Celsius. Try that out, because supposedly that is the temperature where most people can sleep very well. And then, bundle up. But get under those covers, get all snuggly and warm. But that is actually the temperature that people say that, you sleep the best. I don't know about you guys, but when I go ahead and I put that temperature just a little bit lower, I do get really good sleep. So definitely let me know. Do you like it cold? Do you like it warmer? I'm curious to know. Number 2, okay, keep your room nice and dark. It's harder than it, right? It's harder than it seems. We've heard this so many times. So what happens whenever it's dark, literally a signal gets told to your brain that, okay, it's time to get ready to go to bed. And your brain starts to go ahead and say, okay, and it starts to secrete melatonin, which is it's a natural hormone that your body secretes that literally helps with sleep. Okay. So I'm no special, I'm not a specialist. This is from my own research, because of all the issues that I used to have with sleep. But literally that is what happens. And so whenever you have light, when you're trying to fall asleep, when you have light coming into your room, your sleep, it disrupts your sleep. And so it tells your body that it's time to wake up, right? That it's not time for sleep. So making sure that you have, blackout curtains, making sure that you have a little eye mask. I got one of those. It's honestly been such a lifesaver. Making sure that you put your electronics away 30 minutes before going to bed. You can do things to unwind, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this video. But basically just putting those electronics away. I know how hard it is. I myself struggle with that at times, right? Where, we feel like, okay, well, maybe I should watch a show to unwind from my day, but no, actually this goes against, having a good sleep. You can watch a show and then 30 minutes before you're going to bed, right, where you want to sleep, you go ahead and you shut the show off, you shut you stop looking at your phone, and so on and so forth. It will make a difference. All right. So next, we've got number 3, get into a regular sleep schedule. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I used to think during the weekdays, you go to bed at this time, you wake up at this time, and it's usually pretty much the same for the entire week. And then on weekends, I would allow myself to sleep in, and I would, go to bed later, and so on and so forth. But what ended up happening is that my entire sleep schedule was off. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, I would be extremely tired, right? Extremely tired because my body's out of whack. That being said, if you need to change something, they do say that you can do for 1 to 2 hours at night. They do recommend 1 to 2 hours from when you usually go to bed is okay, and it won't disrupt your sleep like crazy. And waking up 1 to 2 hours if you must, later or earlier, if you must, that won't disrupt your sleep. Okay. But they do talk about letting yourself sleep until way later and, going to bed way later than usual and making that a habit can actually disrupt your sleep pattern and your, everything. So basically picking a time every night where you're like, okay, this is a time where I feel like, it's good to go to bed. I'm getting 8 hours if I go to bed at this time and if I wake up at that time. And then just practicing that and putting that into place. It takes some time. It's not easy. It's not just going to happen overnight. You have to literally start to, put it into practice and start to really add it into your daily schedule. But that being said, you're going to end up having better sleep if you do things like that. It's helped me a lot. And then that 1 to 2 hours on the weekend is perfect, right? Because on the weekend, sometimes, I don't know about you, but I like to stay up a little bit later. I like to sleep in a little bit later. And that 2-hour difference just makes it seem like it's a little indulgence, right? So going ahead and allowing yourself that and looking at that from that perspective is huge. Number 4, customize your own personal nighttime routine. And what I mean by that is, okay, it's time to unwind. Right? Now, maybe you're like me and you tend to want to go towards watching a show. Okay, what can we do other than that would help you unwind? Well, reading a book, right? Listening to soothing music, going ahead and doing some stretches, right? Some light stretches before bed. There's tons of different things that you can do and other activities that you can do to unwind before bed. I suggest that you look into a few different ones, and that you try a few different ones out for yourself and then see which one you like best. But 30 minutes before you go to bed, shutting that TV off, that phone off, and doing one of these activities can really, really improve your sleep. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to talk about today is consider if you've tried all of these things, okay, and they're still not working. And trust me, there's like so many other things that you can put in place, some good habits for bedtime that you can put in place. And if these 4 things haven't served you, definitely consider looking into a nighttime supplement, okay? For years, I was taking over-the-counter melatonin, and it helped me a little bit. It helped me a little bit. For a bit, it was the only thing that I could take that actually helped me sleep. Now, I've actually went ahead and I found my favorite kind of duo, and I call it either 2 things, one of 2 things. I call it my Sweet Dreams duo and my Drool Worthy Sleep duo, because honestly, I get some of the best sleep whenever I do put this duo together and I take it before bed. But if nothing else is working, I strongly suggest that you look into a nighttime supplement. And if you want to know which one I'm using one that literally helps you get deep, restful sleep. It has melatonin in it. It has valerian root. It has supplements that are made to literally help you have deep, restful sleep. And they're all plant-based. And what I love about this one in particular is the fact that it's all premium grade ingredients for every single ingredient, right? So it's quality ingredients. You're not getting fillers, you're not getting any of that stuff, right? And so the absorption rate is also higher. It's also higher than what you're going to get over the counter. So you're getting more of it. And then the other one is literally designed to help recharge your immune system while you're sleeping. When that happens, it's going to end up helping you with sleep. So when you combine these 2 things together, you have some of the best sleep you're ever going to get. It's pretty fantastic. So if you're trying all of these things above and you put all these things in place for bedtime, and it's still not working, please reach out to me. I have a special that's going on this week for both of the products put together. And so I'm gonna be able to gift that to you for a very good price for both. So if that's something that you want to consider, if that's something that you want to try, please send me a message or comment right here, and I'll send you a message for more information. All right. Have an amazing night. Let me know which tip that you're going to try out, which tip you're going to implement, and know that I'm here every single Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, to bring you some simple, healthy habits that you can put in place to help you in your life, in your busy life, stay healthy and have wellness and just be the best that you can be. And tomorrow, if you want to join me, every Tuesday night, I do this awesome live with my friend Terry Carey, and we literally just answer tons of different questions about the supplements that I personally recommend. And also, we answer all the questions about anything that anyone has. So if you want to come and see it, we're pretty funny together. I'm from Canada, she's from Florida, and we kind of come together and we just have a lot of fun on Tuesday nights. So if you want to come and check that out, it's at 7:30 tomorrow, Tuesday nights. And I would love to see you there. So anyways, have a great night, everyone. Bye.